Our aim for the preliminary task was to include the 180-degree rule, match and action shot, eyeline match shot, and a shot reverse shot. The 180-degree rule means that the two characters should always have the same left and right relationship to each other. When a camera crosses the axes connecting the two characters, it is called crossing the line, which would be breaking the 180-degree rule. A match and action shot is action commenced in shot A, which is then completed in shot B. For example, the character here is seen opening the door slightly, then the action is finished in the next shot. An eyeline match shot is when a character sees something that the camera/audience can't see. We as an audience expect to see what the character is looking at, and the camera cuts to show us the object or person. And finally, a shot reverse shot is where one character is shown looking, often off screen, at another character, and then the character is shown looking back at the first character. Since the characters are shown facing in opposite directions, the viewer unconsciously assumes that they are looking at each other. As these were our main focuses in our preliminary task, I used them very rigidly in order to make the shots obvious to my audience. But as I have mastered these shot types in my preliminary task, I decided not to focus on them so predominantly in my opening sequence, and only using them when I thought it was relevant, which made a much more smooth effect. As a result, I include all the shot types in my animatic, but only used the 180-degree rule and match and action shot in my final edit. This process had helped me realise that although the shot types can be used effectively, they are not always relevant or link into certain genres. For example, an eyeline match shot would work better for a horror film than a social realism film, due to the eyeline match shot creating suspense for the audience. An added technique I have developed in my opening sequence is the use of transitions, which I have used frequently in order to make a more smooth and dramatic effect that I had not used in my preliminary task. I have learnt a lot about film production in the creation of my opening sequence, and have come to realise that in order for it to be successful, the most important thing is to have careful planning. One of the issues I believe I had at the beginning was I wasn't always sure on how I wanted my audience to view my film and how they could learn from it. But as I came to realise this, I was able to write a detailed plan which then built me to the process of what shot types I would use and locations. Where planning helped me most was the day of filming, due to the fact that my actors only had a short amount of time that we were able to film. So it was important that I wrote a detailed time plan of what shots were needed at certain locations and when we should be at certain locations. This made my filming process a lot faster.